We're less than a year away from the Winter Olympics, and we now know who will be leading Team Canada. Olympic skier Jenn Heil has been named chef de mission for the Milan Games. She joins us virtually now. Jenn, thank you so much for being with us. This is so exciting. We're all getting amped up for the Olympics. For those who don't know what this position and role is all about, can you maybe explain it for us?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's a popular question. So chef de mission, it's really where you have to be an Olympian to take the role. We're there to motivate the athletes, support the athletes. And the way I see it is we have one of the most successful Olympic teams coming into the Milan Games of all time. They're just doing so well in World Cup and World Championship. So my role really is to just create the space, kind of clear the road in front of them so they can do their jobs. So I'm out there, talking to media, addressing any challenges that come up, and then I'm just another support staff behind the scene, making things work. And I've experienced the full gamut at the Olympics, from being a rookie with an opportunity to win a medal, being a favorite, and then many said I had the most pressure in Vancouver as an athlete. So I'm just really excited to be able to offer that experience up to the athletes as well on their journey.
And who better than somebody who was in their position as well? So I'm wondering, as you're heading into this role here, how are preparations going?
Yeah, as I said, we have such a promising team. I mean, many athletes still have to qualify, but if it's what we're seeing on World Cup and the global stage today, we're going to be in great form. So Canadians should be really excited. And we know that sport, can bring us together as a nation, can elevate our pride. And that's exactly what we need today and going into 2026. So our athletes are working hard. That being said, they do have, their own challenges. They're like every other Canadian that's feeling increased costs, inflation. There hasn't been any new funding into sport since the beginning of my career in terms of core funding. So they're having to do a lot more on less. At one point we do have to invest in these systems if we want to keep this success, but the athletes, they're crushing it right now.
Yeah, we've been hearing about funding when it comes to the challenges athletes are faced, especially after the Summer Olympics. We heard some more about that too. The Olympics aside, you're also here to talk about a new health platform. Tell us what Raya Health is and how it puts more of a focus on helping women.
Yeah, well, the other part of my day is building a health tech company for women. So I'm really taking the experience I had as an Olympic athlete, which was having these amazing care teams around me, everything from physio, nutritionist, physiologist, doctor, and taking this team and making it accessible to women across Canada. So what I realized when I retired out of sport, I soon became a mom. I struggled to get the basic answers about my own health and recover from some serious issues. And it was so frustrating not to know who to turn to, where to find this information. Historically, there's a lot less information on women's health because it just hasn't been studied, but there is information out there. So what we're doing at Raya Health is really taking your medical information and creating your own data model. So that means that it's like an intelligent piece of data where you can use it to ask questions and understand more about your health. And then on the other side, we take the experts like who I had access to as an Olympian, among the very best globally, and they take their knowledge bases into an AI agent, and you can ask questions on your information. So basically, you get to get your questions answered because we know that that's incredibly hard for women today and navigate the different phases of health needs that we all have.
And how does the use of AI factor into all of this?
Well, for the first time, scaling, elite healthcare is possible. So, we hear about concierge medicine. Well, that's out of reach for the majority of people. But really, the fact that we have AI and that we have technology, we can access that same knowledge of those experts who work on our platform for $5 a month instead of thousands of dollars a month. So AI is really making it possible to access these experts, but also to know more about your health. I truly think that because of AI, we are now going to relate to our health in a very different way. I mean, right now we see health as something that we have until we're sick. I want to help flip that script and say, okay, how do I invest in my health every day? How do I know my health? How do I know myself? And how do I top that up and make an investment in that rather than just treating it as something I have until maybe I don't? And so I think AI is really going to allow us to do that.
Yeah, AI, we're seeing it used everywhere. So why not in health as well. Okay, Jenn Heil, we'll leave it at that. We are excited for everything you have coming up, and we'll be watching along the way. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Go Canada.